Hi everyone, this is Caitlin Bridge, otherwise known as Bridge Bits, and today we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be talking about a modern technology, which as you can see in this case, it's Uber, and we're going to be imagining what it would look like from a user interface perspective in both the 80s and the 90s. So without further ado, let's get to it. So Uber in the 80s. Obviously, it's going to look a lot different than today because we wouldn't have smartphones and the ability to use geo-tracking, location, and things like that. But we do have the command line interface, so that's going to be the primary tool that we're going to be using to accomplish all these things. So first, there would probably be a little prompt allowing you to just type in your username and your password so that you could access your account for security purposes. And then you would have the opportunity to type in your pickup location. So this would have to be a location that has internet access. So you'd have to be at like a stationary computer, either in home, school, hotel, and it would have to have an address. So you would type that in, and then you would set your destination address, which would also have to be a distinct address that follows typical standards. After that, we go into the process of connecting you to your driver. So this is going to be a little more complicated than it is nowadays, and we could either do it one of two ways. So we know that we need someone stationed at the computer, so this could either be the driver is physically stationed at the computer, um, and they wait until they get an alert that there's a drive request in their area, and then they go out and they pick up that person. Or we could have it more so that there are people who are on the computers and then people who are drivers. So the people who are on the computers track when drives are being requested, and then they could either page or just deploy those drivers to go do the actual picking up. So then on the user's end, you can select your arrival alert. So obviously you wouldn't get like a notification on your cell phone because that wasn't a thing. So you could pick if you want the driver to ring your doorbell, honk on the horn, or just to pull up in front of your location and you would have to go outside yourself or keep track of if the car's in front of your destination. And then on the user's end, you could select a carpool option, so the driver would drive multiple people in your area that are going to the same location or the same area. And then there's also the idea that you have to print out your receipt and show it to your driver so that they know that you're the person that requested the ride. So now we're going to flash forward a decade to the 90s and see how things have changed. So Uber in the 90s, what does that look like? So it's a bit different. Now we've moved from command line to Netscape Navigator heavy interface. So now we can see driver profiles, we can see pictures, we can see reviews that people left of the drivers. This is all just making it more secure, and we have the visual capabilities now. Next, you can pre-schedule your rides. If you don't know you won't have internet access later in the day, you can schedule someone to pick you up from school at 2 p.m. or something like that, and they would be sure to pick you up at that scheduled time. Also, you can map your ride. You can see a map when you're signing up for your ride, and you can pick the route you want to take. This will give you a better idea of how long it's going to take you to get there, where you're going, all that stuff. And then, cool new feature, Uber Tunes. You can select a mixtape from the Uber standard catalog that you want to be playing when they pick you up, or you could bring your own mixtape because we all know that no car ride's complete without some awesome music. So this was just a fun exercise of reimagining Uber in the past. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, I'm Bridge Bits. I'll see you all next week. Bye!